Hello, everybody. Hope you well wherever you are. My name is Gavin. I hope that you're great. I hope that you're fantastic. I just wanted to wish you a happy November. Can you believe that we're almost at the end of 2019? Right? So the year is almost done and dusted. Now the question is, what have you done this year? What have you achieved? All the New Year's resolutions that you had, the goals that you had at the beginning of the year. Have you managed to achieve them? Are you on track? What is the story there? And I know that a lot of us had a difficult 2019. A lot of people lost jobs. A lot of people got divorced. There was just a lot of things that we experienced that were not good. And I know that when it comes to this time of the year, your body is sluggish, your mind doesn't want to think about anything. Actually, all you want to do is to die and wake up the following year. But all I can say is that please, please, please don't you give up. Don't you, throw in the towel. You can still push. You still have November. You still have December. You can still try things out. That proposal that you want to send, you can still send it. The CV, you can still put it through. You can still go to the gym to achieve that weight size. It's still possible. The sweetheart that you want to pursue, you can still pursue them and they can still say yes. So that can change your year. Sometimes all it takes is one last try, trying it for the last time, and it can change your situation altogether. It can move you from bad to good, from good to great. So please try one last time and you won't regret it. Okay, cool. Now, for the sake of this episode, I have divided it into two parts. So there's two videos that I'll be uploading. So this is the first one. There's a second one that I'll be uploading. So the topic is big, and I see that obviously the video is going to be long, and for the sake of concentration, a lot of us, when we look at, we click on the video, we check how long it is, and like, it's too long, and we don't watch it, and then we often miss out on great content. And I am guilty as well. So that is why I've divided it, so that you can be able to concentrate and you can really benefit from what I am posting right now. Now, especially if you have kids, especially if you have people that you love, dependents, you're planning to have a family, you definitely want to listen up. Now, the entire episode revolves around the Khumalo family. Now, the Khumalo family is not their real name, but it's the true story, true events that have happened, and I'm using that as a case study. All right. So if you know any Khumalo family and then they fit the description of what I'll be narrating, so please know that I'm not talking about them. And Khumalos, it just came to my mind, and I'm just using Khumalos, the Khumalos as an example. But yeah, it's a true story. It happened. So and all these two parts, they interlink. So that is why I'm saying it is very important for you to follow through. Very, very important. Okay, fantastic. Now here's the story. So there was Ubabu Khumalo, right? Babu Khumalo hails from KZN. Babu Khumalo comes to Johannesburg, City of Lights, City of Gold, to seeking better opportunities. Babu Khumalo comes in, lands at Joburg, finds himself a job at a retail shop, and he becomes a runner. Okay, Babu Khumalo works very hard. In the midst of Babu Khumalo working very hard, he meets Mamu Khumalo. Mamu Khumalo, they fall in love, fairy tale stuff, and then they get married. All right? Get married, they have two beautiful kids, a boy and a girl. Fantastic. Babu Khumalo works very hard. Mamu Khumalo, stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home wife. Babu Khumalo decides, no man, my family has grown. I need to really work very hard. I need more money. Babu Khumalo then opens a fruit and veg, and the fruit and veg does very well. From that, he buys his first taxi. So Babu Khumalo then decides to get into the taxi industry. And I know what you're thinking. KZN, taxis, it has nothing to do with that. Me, I'm just using the Khumalo family as an example. Yes. All right, cool. Then buys the first taxi, everything goes well. Then Babu Khumalo works very hard, man. And then he says, no, man, I have a fruit and veg, I have a taxi. And, all of these things, the fruit and veg and the taxi gives me 10 times, 20 times more than I'm earning at the retail shop. So what about I resigned and concentrate on these businesses, full time. So that's what he does, takes his money, and then he buys another taxi. So now he has two taxis. Then from the second taxi, there's a third taxi. Then fast forward, Babu Khumalo has a fleet of taxis. All right. Then Babu Khumalo decides, no man, I have enough money, goes and buys himself a nice mansion at Diya Extension in Soweto, South Africa. So those who don't know, Soweto is one of the biggest townships in South Africa, and Diya Extension is one of those suburbs in Soweto. Your up class. I call it the old money place where you find back in the days those successful business people, professionals, they used to live there, and a lot of them still live there today. So it's one of those areas. Even today, it's still, you just, when you drive in, you are welcomed by all these mentions, and it's an amazing place to be to witness or to live in. Okay, fantastic. So Babu Khumalo has his mention. Kids are going to private schools. They're going to those schools that start with cent. Almost, ne? Cent something. Yeah, they're going to those schools. So that's how rich the Khumalos are. They not only have one helper, they have two helpers. I hope that I'm politically correct. Two helpers, and they have a ground staff. So you can imagine how rich they are. They have a ground staff. They have a team of people managing the gardens, managing everything around the house. That's how rich the Khumalos are. All right, fantastic. Mamu Khumalo stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home wife, and the kids private school. So Babu Khumalo was that type, very traditional, doesn't want his wife to get involved in the business, doesn't want his children to get involved in the business. Now, it also makes sense because the taxi industry, it is really a tough industry, but it can be a dangerous industry to be in as well. I mean, we see the headlines all the time, shootings, killings, and all of that. So it can be a rough industry to be in. So he didn't want them to be part of that, So he was just a provider, and he just made sure that his wife and kids are taken care of. Then Babu Khumalo decides, no man, I have a fleet of taxis, these fruit and veggies, let me diversify. And then Babu Khumalo then buys himself a filling station. I mean, it makes sense as well. So, his taxis will then pour petrol at his own filling station. Fantastic. Then they're living this life is good. And then, then years later, Babu Khumalo gets shot. Babu Khumalo is shot, Babu Khumalo passes on, right? Babu Khumalo made provision to distribute all his assets equally amongst the children, amongst Umam Khumalo, all right? Now, that happens. You can imagine the pain of losing a husband, the pain of losing a father, all right? But now, 3 years later, the family finds itself with nothing. Nothing. No fruit and veggies, no taxis, no filling station, no house. Nothing. They are living in poverty line. True story. Now the question is, what happened? How is it possible that a family so rich not only have one helper, have two helpers, have a ground staff, they find themselves without anything? How is that happening? And I'm sure this is not unique. This is not a unique story. I'm sure that you have heard about a story like this. I'm sure that you have witnessed, a story like this. And I'm sure you have even been part of a story like this. Now the question is, why is it happening? It's been happening for years. Why does it keep on happening? What happens? And most importantly, what can be done to stop it? Now that's what this episode is all about. Because for me, until we change things, until we change this notion of Dintho tsa motho diya latela, izinto zomuntu ziya, or a person's assets follows them to the grave, until we stop this notion, until we understand it, we stop it, we can forget about legacy. We can forget about generational wealth. That is why a lot of us don't even know what that is, because of such stories, because of this notion. So this is what I am saying. The second part is where I unpack this notion. What happened to the Khumalos and what needed to happen for that not to happen. So please be on the lookout for the second part of this episode. And please don't forget to subscribe. Please tell your family, your friends, everybody, your future pay, tell them to subscribe as well, because this content that I'm providing, and I've provided as well, there's a couple of videos as well, it's really building us, because it needs to take us to another level, and you need to be able to be part of that. So please watch these videos, watch the second part, and believe you me, you won't regret it. Yeah, so on that note, may you have an amazing and incredible day. And Gavin Mkabela signing out. See you on the flip side.